All right. Hey Matt, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So, Matt, I just want to start off, get right to it, and I want to ask you about how at the beginning of the game, you and Anthony had a lot of discussions about how he kind of was like, you should get with one of them girls, and you should make sure one of them girls is on lock. And you ended up getting with Lexus. So I kind of want to ask, why did you get with Lexus for real? Because was it that strategy of it all, or what was that really?
No, that was not game at all. I think my true colors were shown in the house where I'm just a straight, upfront, and honest guy. Um, I can't fake anything. I can't lie. I'm loyal. And I tried to stay away from Lexus right at the beginning because I saw her come down those stairs on day one and I knew I was in trouble. I said I wasn't going to get into showmance. And I can admit when I'm wrong. A man can stay straight up when they were wrong. Um, yeah, it's not just the beauty on the outside. Once I got to know her, she's definitely beautiful on the inside. And that's what really got me attracted. That's what made me fall for her, I would say.
Mhm.
She was definitely my safe space in the house. I'm big on family. They're my big support system. And just being away from them, she just made me feel comfortable. I could be myself around her. And I fell in deep. No, no, she's a
That's
great girl,
fair.
though.
That's
She's a
that's
great girl,
fair.
though. And yeah, like I said, I'm true to myself, true to how I'm feeling. And I didn't go in with the intentions to do that, but it is what it
Mhm.
is.
That's fair. I think that's fair. It's okay. I feel like a lot of people they go in thinking they're gonna do something and then do something else. But I don't think you should feel bad about it. It was great to see you guys kind of blossom in that way. It was
Oh no,
wonderful.
I definitely don't feel bad about it. I got the opportunity to meet a great girl, a great person, and whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship, I definitely think Lexus is someone that will be a part of my life for a while or possibly forever.
That's really good. That's really good. I'm rooting for you guys. Period. Like I'm number one fan. Don't worry.
I love that. I appreciate you.
Okay, so we saw you in the game. You worked with an alliance, the directors. You and the
Yeah.
directors were all together in this alliance. It was the 70 of you guys, and then Goose won HOH. And something interesting happened when Goose won HOH because he ended up having a conversation with you and with Lexus. And he let you guys know he's like, look, I think these girls in this alliance are trying to pit me against you and you against me and stuff like that. And I remember in that moment, you kind of went and you ended up just telling the girls what he was saying. And it seemed like you didn't really believe him. But in hindsight, how do you feel about that information he was giving you now?
I should have known Goose was going to tell the truth because he probably was. Obviously, I just got out of the house. I haven't ran back the tapes or anything, so I'm not 100% sure. So I can't really speak on that. However, I feel like Goose is an honest person, so he probably was telling me the truth. I think what really came into play and the reason that I kind of went right and told the girls right away was the day prior, there was some things said about me where I had said that to put up Kayla on the block or I was pushing for her in a negative way, which was never the case. It definitely shined the spotlight on myself, which I feel like I never needed any more of that. Just being one of the more physical threats in the house. So I feel like it was kind of something that at the time I thought, okay, this is gonna prove that I didn't say those things the day before, and kind of everyone could agree that Goose was just going off the realm a little bit with the
Mm-hmm.
power. However, going back and seeing this, and I should have, it's harder when you're in the situation,
Yeah.
but looking from the big picture, I know Spicy V is a player. She's been around the block once and she'll do whatever it takes to win. So I'll have to watch back, but I'm not doubting that Goose was telling the truth.
I do want to ask you because you kind of said like it was never the case that you were targeting Kayla when it was spreading around that you were targeting her. So I wanted to know who were you intending to target or nominate if you were to have won an HOH comp? If you won the HOH comp this week, what would you have done, do you think?
Like if we're talking about the HOH that Avery won, I
Mm-hmm.
would have probably put up Bailey and then Goose is a pawn probably. I feel like Bailey was just coming from me from the beginning and we didn't have any relationship whatsoever. However, if I stayed this week, definitely Kayla would have been going up, probably
Mhm.
Bailey beside her, just because they're both strong competitors, and I don't want one of them to get selected for the veto competition and pull the other one down. And then Avery probably would have been my replacement nom. It really just depends on who the fourth vote was to keep me safe. Like I said, I'm a loyal
Yeah.
guy, and if it was one person who had a change of heart and kept me there with that fourth vote, then I probably wouldn't have put them up because there was other options.
hmm So that's interesting because the girls were kind of saying all week that they felt afraid of you and like you were going to target them and all of this, and you're saying here that you weren't even thinking about targeting them at all. So when they did end up backdooring you, Avery was your friend. Spicy had multiple alliances with you. How did it feel in that moment, and why do you think they chose that decision?
Obviously, it hurts in the moment. I It could be a fault in this game, but when people give me their word, I trust them. That's just my character. My word is bond. So until you go and do me dirty, I'm thinking you're going to keep your word and stay true to what you said. Now that Spicy revealed to me they had the 5-person alliance with
hmm
herself, Avery, Kayla, Lexus, and Dougie. I really think the three other ones, so Spicy, Avery, and Kayla, just knew that my relationship with Dougie and Lexus was so strong that I was probably going to be that person that would break up that alliance. I truly believe that Dougie and Lexus would have chose me over any of those people in their alliance and possibly anyone in the house. I really feel like if it came down to the wire and when numbers dwindled, that they would have taken me to the final two just because they're loyal people and
hmm
the relationship we had is not just game, that's a lifelong thing.
Exactly. Okay, so with that being said, I think I kind of have an idea of who you would have voted to win if you were maybe in the jury. But I kind of want to ask, hypothetically, if you made the jury, who would be the three people who were least likely to get your vote to win? Like who you would not vote to win?
I guess it really depends on how things played out in these final weeks and who steps up in the competitions.
hmm
Um, this is probably harder than to ask who I would vote for. Possibly. Oh wow, this one's a tough one. The least
Okay.
three people I would vote for
Or
is
just one
probably
if you have one or whatever.
maybe Goose, unless he pulled out some more competition wins.
hmm
Uh, Not because I have anything against them. I just feel like I have stronger relationships with other people. I probably wouldn't have voted for Bailey and maybe Kayla.
Okay, fair enough. I like that. I like that answer. So now that you went home, there was three votes to save you. And those three people were kind of the people who were on your side rocking with you. What can they do in this house? Because there's seven other people or six other people in the house, and it's only just the three of them. How do you think that they can make it to the end? Now you know a little more information about that alliance, but how do you think they can really, really get the win?
Tola's definitely in tough right now. I feel like no matter what, if someone on that other side wins, maybe not Todd, but everyone else, they're coming for him. Whether that's putting him up on the block or backdooring him. So Tola cannot afford to lose any competitions now if he gets the opportunity to play. He needs to pull off that HOH win or those veto wins. I think Dougie and Lexus, as much as they probably want to get revenge for me, I told them both that they got to. Well, I specifically told Lexus that she doesn't need to get the girls out right away. I know they still trust her to some degree. They thought voting me out would bring her back to their side. So
Mhm.
she needs to just play both sides right now. I know she's a loyal girl and she's going to be rocking with Dougie and Tola no matter what. But right now, she does need those girls for her safety for another week or two, and then they can pull the trigger and make the big move.
Exactly. All right, Matt. Last question for you. At the Reality Kingdom, we like to keep it real. I know you're a real guy. You're pretty loyal. So I want to ask you, do you think you played this game too real? Do you think that was your downfall in this game?
I guess it definitely was my downfall. It probably didn't help me. Uh, I could have built better game relationships with people. However, I just have a real problem of giving you my word when I can't back that up with action.
Mm,
Actions speak louder than words. Loyalty is seen, not saw. And I didn't want to go against my character. I chose people to work with that I thought were strong. competitors, had decent social games, but were also loyal people and would reciprocate the same loyalty that I would give them. So I have no regrets. I stayed true to my character. I played the game my way. I'm not playing just for myself. I got family and friends on the outside that I know they're rocking with me, and they can at the end of the day say Matthew stayed true to who he was, and I can look myself in the mirror. Money comes and goes, but the impact you leave on people and your character, that's forever.
Period. I like that a lot, Matt. I really think you impacted a lot of people positively. It was great talking to you for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. You have a good rest of your day.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
too.
I really love your energy.
Thanks. Bye, man.